Hi guys, I'm Kranti Sambhav. Welcome to Time Drive. Right now I'm at the MG stall and we have one very interesting car behind us. One of the most awaited and sought after man, Mr. Chaba. Thank you for talking to Time Drive. First thing first, when are we going to see this Hector Plus? By the way, Hector Plus is the 7-seater version of Hector. We have been talking about it. थोड़ा speculation भी हो रहा था कौन सी है, but that's a Hector Plus.
So you are seeing it right now. We unveiled it. And we are going to make it available in the next few months. Okay. So it is 6-seater as well as 7-seater. So this comes with the second row as captain seats. But we will also have a version where second row is the bench seat and third row also the bench seat. And also it's differentiated from outside. As you can see, the lamp is different, the grille is different, the rear treatment is different. So we are trying to differentiate this from Hector, but it's part of the Hector family, and that's why we are calling it Hector Plus.
And you also had unveiling yesterday, and you have unveiling tomorrow. How is this Auto Expo looking for you?
I think that you need to tell us. From our perspective, I think it's shaping up well. I think we are getting a lot of audience, pretty good response. So we have British elements here. We have lots of cars, energy vehicles, some normal mainstream vehicles like sedan and hatchback, and some SUVs. So overall, I think we are able to showcase our technology and the range, and that's what consumers are liking about it. So a step at a time. Initially, lots of guys were not aware of what is MG and what's our capability. So hopefully, this would be a big milestone in our journey in India.
And how is Hector doing? Because the number of the sales figure, they say, is it according to your...
So good news and bad news. The good news is still we have 17,000 customers who are waiting for the car. We have already sold close to 20,000. The bad news is that we ourselves don't want this wait too long for long. So we want to supply it faster, but it's a good problem to have. We have still 17,000 customers, as I said, who are waiting for this car, and we are trying to ramp up the production as fast as possible. So hopefully from April onwards, we can move from 3,000 per month to 4,000 per month, and if everything goes well, maybe 5,000 a month by third quarter.
Okay, and how do you see Indian market going?
Sorry?
Indian market, because that's what we have.
This year, last year was pretty bad. If I talk calendar year, it was 12% to 13% down. Certain segments did better than others, but overall it was not a great situation for the industry. This year, it won't be as bad as last year, but I think it will be a low single-digit growth at best, because still the sentiments are not that great, and I think still some issues are there. So hopefully after BS6 transition, some stability will come, uncertainty will go. So hopefully from July, August onwards, industry should start picking up.
And this expo, we are seeing lots of concepts, but at the same time, we are seeing lots of EVs as well. How is ZS EV doing? How's the response? And the latest budget announcement, do you think it'll hit you as well?
So response has been very good for us, and we are really overwhelmed and thankful to the consumers who have booked our car already. So we were targeting around 1,000 cars this year. You need to see this in the perspective of the whole car market. Whole EV car sales last year was 2,000 units by multiple players. In that respect, if you see our numbers, we got almost 2,800 bookings in less than 3 weeks without revealing the price, though prices we reveal later on. So we are pretty happy with that. Challenge again is to ramp up and to give as fast as possible those deliveries. And this is just a start. So we are also investing in infrastructure. We are giving chargers with the car. We are also taking the responsibility of installing the charger on our own, because that's not easy, by the way. That part, the last mile part, which people maybe underestimate, but I think there's a huge job involved in terms of the kind of wiring layout we have in various shapes and sizes in our country. So we are also trying to get into that and trying to help. But this is just a start for us. Like, we are showcasing more EVs on our stall here. We have a very interesting concept for millennials, lifestyle kind of an EV. So let's see how the response is, but definitely we will launch more EVs in future.
But second part of the question, you think that whatever was announced in budget, it will not affect MG separately?
See, actually the budget timing was a little bit of surprise, but not the action, because I think the government has made it clear that they will like to promote more made in India and phase-wise manufacturing programs, so that we have some capabilities locally. It's a new thing, and we definitely want to make sure that we can add more and more value locally. So from that perspective, I think it's not a surprise. Surprise was only, did should they have done it right now? Maybe they could have waited another 2 years or 3 years so that you have more and more players coming in. Because here it's not a question of MG, it's a question of I think more and more players need to join hands to educate the customers, to remove the myths from consumers' minds so that people start accepting and believing this whole EV transformation. So from that perspective, I think it's too early to increase that, but the government intention, I think we knew it. So from our side, this is not a setback. It doesn't impact our mid-term to long-term plans, and we will stay invested and we'll keep doing more and more for EV.
Okay, and last question, as a veteran, how do you see, because this Auto Expo, you've seen some regular models and electric EV models of the same product. Are manufacturers still testing waters? They're not too sure about the EV phenomena. How is public responding to EV?
No, I think everybody has, people have their different strategies. Some of the things what you talked about, guys are trying to find some solution for, let's say public shared and some mobility solutions from shared mobility perspective, and it may not be for individuals. What we have done is for ZS EV, we are primarily catering to individuals, but also we are seeing some other fleet companies also getting interested. So primarily, but we are catering to the individuals and then fleet. In some other companies, I think solution primarily is coming for the fleet and less individuals. So I think everybody is playing to their own strength depending on the price tag on the vehicle. But answer to this question is that EV probably will go more towards fleet initially, and they will give the experience to consumer, and then consumers probably can go for more private usage as they go forward.
That's a great point. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.